Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me this beautiful Saturday afternoon. I'm Michelle Rushing with Stampin' Butterfly, and today we're going to take a look through the catalog. So our new annual catalog just came out this month, and we're going to take some time today to walk through, look at some products and some samples, and we will have some fun. So feel free to post a little hello if you're here, so I know you're out there, if you can comment. And then also, if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments, and I will try to check while I'm going along and see if you guys have any questions. So let's take a look at the catalog. So this catalog is good until April 2022. And the way Stampin' Up! Does their catalogs is we have a large annual catalog, which is this one, and then twice a year they come out with mini catalogs, which are more seasonal. So you'll see more like in the fall it will be Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, things like that. And then in the spring, in January, they come out with another catalog that is more springy with like Mother's Day, Father's Day, Easter, things like that. You'll also find items in the annual catalog as well, but the annual is the one that has like our standard inks and papers and all your tools and supplies. And then the minis come out during different portions of the year. And we do have a new celebration this year coming up, so that will be kind of fun. When the new Christmas catalog comes out, you'll be able to order some products and then earn free celebration items. And I believe it goes live for customers in August, and then demonstrators get to order in July. So stay tuned for that. All right, so let's take a look inside our catalog. Now, Stampin' Up! Has a lot of great coordination in their products, and all their colors match. They always list out the colors in their paper, so it gives you a great idea of how to match them up. So here's a quick look at the different colors in our families. They also go through and tell you the different types of stamps. So we have cling, which is the orange rubber, without the wooden blocks. So you put those on your clear blocks, and then the photopolymers that are clear. And they are better for lining up, two-step, and things like that. So here are some more great samples. I love the catalog. I always keep all my old catalogs for lots of card ideas, things you can case, which is copy and share everything. So it's always nice to have your old catalogs to take a look at different products. Now, if you're a fan of the kits, they've changed it up a little bit in this year's catalog. So we still have our Paper Pumpkin subscription. So that's a monthly subscription that comes to your door. It has stamps, ink, pre-cut projects, everything is included. You might need a pair of scissors. Other than that, it's all in there. And then they also used to have kits that were in the annual catalog, so we've changed it up a little bit this year, and they will be on the website. So every so often they'll refresh them, so it's kind of nice. Won't have the standard maybe 3 catalog kits that we had before. So I do have one of those that we can take a quick look at. And there's also another flyer that talks about the catalogs, and here's some more samples. You'll see some of these look similar to Paper Pumpkin, and they are using some of the previous Paper Pumpkins and changing them up a little bit as a kit. So let's take a quick look at the one I did order. I do have some of the Paper Pumpkins. Obviously, I'm a subscriber, so I do have those older kits. But here's the new box that they come in. So it's similar to a Paper Pumpkin box, but it'll be brown. And then when you open it up, this is the butterfly. Obviously, I love butterflies. So it comes with full color instructions, step by step, and it walks you through the 3 different cards and how to assemble them. And then the back also tells you what's included in your kits, and there's some QR codes to look up some things. So let's take a closer look. So there are some really pretty scalloped envelopes. So 3 different envelopes that presumably coordinate with our cards. This one doesn't actually even have any stamping. They've already pre-done the tags for you. And they're in 3 different languages. So you have, it's usually English, French, and German, I believe. So you'll see that's kind of a lot of fun for my military friends who are stationed all over the place. So you can have some cards in different languages. Now these are laser cut. They're really pretty. Take them out of the plastic. So we'll take a quick look at these. And these just overlay on top of some of your paper. Let's do it on there so you can see. Very pretty. So you've got different card bases in here. You have some pearls. They give you some dimensionals, some sticky dots, or you can use your favorite adhesive. And then some pretty laser cut butterflies. Look how pretty those are together. So I haven't put this kit together yet, but we will at a future date. Here's another, so this is a white base, so that must be the one that goes with the laser cut pattern. And then here's a cute butterfly. Hold them over, so that's kind of fun. Butterfly shaped card. And then they all have their coordinating envelopes. So that's one of the kits you can order, and like I said, they will be available online, so they won't be in your big catalog. And those will be available to customers beginning in August. All right, so that's one of the kits. Moving on, let's take a look at our catalog some more. Where do we leave off? Alrighty. So, okay, I'm in the screen. And if those get in the way, let me know. Hi Heather, glad to see you're here. Let me know if the title's at the top. So I have my host code and where to shop in the one corner, and then my logo in the other. So if they get to be in the way, just let me know and I can turn those guys off. But the first suite that we have in our catalog, now suites are a little bit different. It's an amazing way to shop. They give you one item number and it orders everything in the suite. So it gives you the coordinating designer paper and the embossing folder in this one. Or if you just want the stamps and the dies, you can order those as a bundle as its own item. At the bottom it has that. So let's take a closer look. You'll see it's really pretty fall wintry paper. There's some nice green. It's a great card set for guys as well because it's very neutral. It's not very flowery, so it's nice to have a little bit of variety. So let's see, I have a card we made in Thursday's class. So here's one of the cards we made using the paper, die cut up the tree, and then some foil birds, and then the layering stamp. So these are really pretty. You get a couple of different looks. And this I only used the one stamp. I didn't even layer that second one on. Gives you a really pretty look. So let's take a look at some of the pieces. I should probably save this other guy as my bookmark. All right, let's move that out of the way. So I die cut some of the items and stamped them so you can kind of see this one. So you have your layering trees. This one cuts out the tree. Yes, I didn't put them in the right order. So this die cut will cut this one out. You'll see it cuts that guy out. And then there's some labels, some birds, and then the tree tops will cut these as well. So here are what some of your dies look like. So you have some label dies and some trees. That's the stamped image die cut, or you can just die cut it from a solid piece of paper. And then this is some of that fun sprinkly patterned, and that looks great. The sample in the card actually did it on that watercolor looking paper. And you can layer them up as well. So you can do your tree top like that. And then you can put it on your tree base. So they're kind of stuck together. But there you go, there's a sample. Let's see, over the white's probably better. There you go, you can see that. And then there's also, well, that one doesn't fit on there. It must be for this one. There you go. So there's some tree top for that. You can use that one. You can use the smaller one. I did it in some fun purples. It even looks like a heart. You know, you could turn it upside down and give you a heart look to that. Some more treetops. Sorry, I've got little pieces everywhere. I think I just dropped my bird though. I always like the birds in red. So there's a little red bird. And then here are the sentiments. So beautiful font in this stamp set. And then here's the two layers so of the different trees. And then there's the larger tree as well. So we'll just move that aside. Take a look at our next stamp set. So you'll see they decorated paper pumpkin boxes, all kinds of things over here. And here's the one I was talking about with the paper. You can use it on the patterned paper. So lots of things on my wish list. I do like the ocean, so this one's kind of fun. You've got some nice layering. We have these new diorama dies that are in the back of the catalog, and then you've got some fun seahorses and fish. This carried over from the art gallery, carried over from our last catalog, and then we still have our sentiments, so this is great. We'll take a closer look at these Ombre gift bags, but they are a lot of fun, so you'll see some ideas in here. This is in the current mini catalog. And you'll see some carryovers from previous years. Some new calendars. So for those of you who like to make calendars, this is a great option. You can make a calendar for any month. And some new dies. This one's really cute how they decorated up that little box. And again, you'll see some new ones and some old ones. Now, the new ones have a little N if you're trying to figure out how do you know. So anything that's new in this catalog will have an N. And then if it has a bundle, you'll see the 10% off. And what that means is they sell the stamps and either the dies or the punch together. And you'll be able to save 10%. So if you order the suite, it still gives you the discounted amount. This one, I believe everybody who's on incentive trip is loving this one with the Hawaii Timeless Tropical. So that one, I've seen a lot of people using that to do pillow gifts and things. Let's see, so we have our Garden Wishes and Dragonflies. Love these guys. We did a lot of projects this past year with them. So nice to see them carrying over. And we'll have to see how they play in with our new stuff as well, so we can play with the new coordinated projects. This one is some stitchery. So you have some nice straight lines that you can decorate your card fronts with. And you'll see that they've kind of paired it with some of our Memories and More cards, and we'll take a little closer look at that later. Let's see. So we have our blending brushes. Those carried over, and you'll see some creative techniques. So if you use your catalog, there's lots of little techniques and hints throughout. So here they show you can use some torn up paper and just put it over your card, and you could use it to give yourself a fun little whimsical edge and use your blending brush for that. Love the seashells. We did a lot of projects again with that, and it came over at a bundle, which is nice. So you still can get the bundle price, and it also has a coordinating embossing folder. So make sure if you're picking that up, you don't forget the embossing folder. Pansy. So this is one of my favorite flowers. I have lots of fun samples to share with you on this. You'll see that the dies do coordinate with the paper. So they do die cut out the leaves and the flowers from some of the paper in there. And they're two-step stamping, so you'll see that you can do 2 steps for this flower and 2 steps for that one. It also looks pretty as a single. So you can kind of play around with the different samples, and you can see here it does die cut and emboss the pieces when you die cut them out, and then there's lots of layers of flowers. So I have a bunch of samples to show you on that one. And I just realized I never even showed you the paper that coordinated with the other suite. So I guess we can do that as well. Let's see. Here's our Pansy patch stamp set and our dies. So we can take a look at them. Like I said, there's lots of little pieces, and I'm in the process of putting together a little chart that I'll post on my site that shows you how to layer them up. So like this is an overlay that goes on the leaf. So it kind of gives you that fun look. And then they also have the stamped image that coordinates, and you can get shadowing for that. So here are some samples. Let's see, my pansies are over here. So for instance, on this one, I went ahead and die cut in white, and it is, I don't know if you can tell with white on the camera, but it does emboss it, and then I just used my blending brush and a sponge dauber to color the edges of that. And then this is from the Stitch So Sweetly label die. Now on this one, I used solid paper, so I have like Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, and Blackberry Bliss kind of layered up. And then these are our 2 new in colors. So you have your Soft Succulent and your Evergreen, and you can see how the little dies kind of all coordinate together and layer up, give you a gorgeous card. Now the patterns in the background on these couple of cards, you'll see these are the color and contour, which we'll come to a little bit later in the catalog. But these are my favorite. I've been using them a ton. And the sentiments in this are really cute, and the font. I love fonts. So now here you can see how the dies layer up. So I used the embossed leaf, similar to this one, but I didn't put the second layer on. And then here I did the 2-step stamping, plus the little black pattern in the middle. So you have the 2-step stamping to do the flowers. And then here's another one. Again, all the backgrounds are using the color and contour. And the little butterfly trinkets are so cute. They're not too heavy. I think they'll be okay to mail. But I think they're on back order, so it'll be a little bit longer before they come in. They were really popular. I don't think they anticipated how popular they would be. So those are some samples. Now let's take a look at the paper. And I think I didn't organize that well. So I have to find the right pack of paper. All right. And again, the swatches are so small in the catalog, so sometimes it's hard to know what things really look like. So I think I have the tree paper in here too, so I can show you that. All right. We'll just separate it for a minute. Okay, so here we go. So this page, like I said, die cuts. So your little die cuts will cut out your leaves. Then you have some fun florals, and the colors in this set of paper are pretty much all the in colors plus Calypso Coral. So you'll see all of our fresh freesia, pale papaya, the polished pink, so succulent, and evening evergreen. So here are some more pretty papers. And then these look like they are, I think the background is actually, it might be seafoam on that one. And then this is also die cut. So these are die cut on there with the flower. And then you'll see the other side. So if you don't want so much flowers, they do give you options. So there's some pretty pattern, and I'm a gingham fan, so very excited about that. And I like dots. So you've got some really fun colors and patterns on the other side as well to use. And as with Stampin' Up, everything coordinates, so they make it super easy to make gorgeous cards that everything matches. And since we forgot to look at the paper that coordinated with the Beauty of Friendship, I believe it was, there's some really fall trees that are really pretty. And I love that blue. That's kind of what I picked up on the card that I did. Some skinny trees, so you can cut these in strips and make some cards. Some fall colors. I think the colors are coming out pretty good on the screen. And then some pretty leaves. And then the other side of all your paper, and these 2 packs are 6 by 6, so you get 12 of each, 12, I think it's 12 pages, so you get 2 of each pattern in your pack. So they're 12 by 12. So you have some wood grain, some clouds, some wintry trees, which are so pretty. And then I love the purples in this. This might actually be rich raspberry. Some watercolor green with some great highlights on there. And then this watercolor with the trees is just so much fun too. You could layer a couple of trees on there probably. Get a great look to that. So that's sweet. All right, moving along. I don't have everything in the catalog, obviously, and that's a good thing. So some of the products did come in, carry over, like the In Bloom. There are a lot more sentiment stamp sets, which I'm excited about. So there, and I have a wacky sense of humor, so it's kind of fun to see some of these, like plot twist, when nothing goes right, go left. So I like these kind of fun. They're on my wish list. These are some fun sentiments. Don't grow up, it's a trap. Everything is figure outable. So, and this one, Heather, I was thinking of you. I'm sorry for what I said when I was hangry. So, stamp for everybody. But that one's a lot of fun, so definitely want to pick that one up. And again, some ice cream sweet carried over. This one did not carry over as a bundle, so you don't get the 10%, but you'll be able to pick up the punch in the back of the catalog. And then there's some cute little new stamp sets. So you've got some with those of you who like to bake and cook. There's that cute set, and the dies on that are, oh no, that one doesn't have dies. There's another one in here that has really cute dies. And then for the coffee fans, we have a new stamp set that coordinates with the coffee cups, if you bought those last Christmas. This is the one for baking with all the cute little spatulas and whisks and things. So all the bakers out there, that's great to do your little recipe cards, or if you want to send some cute presents at Christmas time with little tags on those, that makes it fun. There's succulents carried over, and there's some new sentiments. So these are great fonts, and they fill up your card really nicely. So give you some great ideas on that. And these guys carried over from the last one. Some new sunny sentiments. So you've got some hello, thank you, good mix there. And then some fun sunshine, so you can make some faces. And again, if you're not sure how they layer up, if you look at some of the samples up here, they give you some great ideas. Oh, this one, I think I just ordered this one, Bunches of Fun. Again, fun, whimsical stamp set. Let's see, sending sincere thanks. The older you get, the better you get, unless you're a banana. And then you've got some bananas, you can make them brown. I got you something for your birthday. You're holding it, so thanks a bunch. Feel better soon. The older you get, send banana, wishing you bunches of fun on your birthday. So should have read them in order, but there's lots of fun sentiments in there. And then as well, if you have graduation or retirement, things like that coming up, this stamp set is a great one. The best chapter. It has wedding day, congratulations, parenthood, congratulations, smarty pants. That one's really cute. Happy housewarming. So this one kind of takes it off to another level. There's some additional sentiments that you don't always see. And then some cute little desk. I don't know if that's a desk or a table. So make it happen, little lamp. So some fun things there. Now, I was a really big fan of the Many Messages, so I had to get the new one, Many Happenings. And this one takes it, so it's the same shape. It uses the same die. You just need to order the new stamp. And it gives you a ton more sentiments. So love and hugs, just breathe, friends forever, sweet baby, happily ever after. Again, fun fonts, lots of different sizes. And if you're not familiar with that, let me just show you. So I always keep it mounted on my Stamparatus block. I find it easier to use that. So if I don't get good coverage, I can re-ink it a couple of times. Because it's when you have a large image, it's hard to push down. So the Stamparatus is a great way to go. So this is actually the old one. I think I picked up the wrong one. This is the other one. That's this guy. But anyway, it comes the same way. And the die is the same as well. So the die cut on this one is one huge die. And you can also die cut this out of any color paper and then stamp on it later for your sentiments. So if you have another stamp set you want to use besides these. But they just line up. So when you're lining them up after you stamp your image, you'll see these little hearts and the stars right here. So you'll line those up and make sure all your sentiments are in there, and then you can just die cut it in one shot and you have a ton of sentiments. So I have these in a box and just pick from them when I need a card. So sometimes I'll have a card made but no sentiment, and then I can just run in here real quick, grab the sentiment I need and add it on to the card. And you have your custom card ready to go. All right. Strawberries, love these guys. They've been on back order for quite a while. Super popular in the last catalog, so they are here, and you still get your 10% bundle discount. So I think they should be coming in stock next month, I believe. So if that's on your wish list, make sure you place your order before they go back order again. The In the Wild suite, this one's a lot of fun if you are a tiger fan. And it's got a coordinating embossing folder with like the cheetah spots. And then some of the dies cut out the tigers. It looks like the stamped image as well as some of the stuff on the paper. So again, fun colors. I don't know that I have any tiger stamps, so it gives you a nice variety. It has some cute flower sprigs and things like that. And then this guy carried over. So we still have some good dad stamp sets. This is a new one, and all my Boy Scout, Cub Scout fans out there, or baseball, when you've got Little League and things like that. Lots of fun. You've even got the little Cub Scout emblem. So cute little baseball cap. So the dies and the stamps coordinate. There's even a buffalo for my friends in Wyoming. So you're good to go. And then some nice whimsical like artwork. Some bamboo. And again, I don't have all of those guys. Oh, let me go back real quick. So you'll see this really cool circles die cut up here. And that is a die cut, like a standalone die cut in the back of the catalog. So it doesn't have a coordinating stamp set per se. You can use it with a lot of different things. But you'll see that at the end of the catalog. And there's some really nice, carryovers as well as some new nice stamps in here. Now the tree friend, so I like the first tree stamp set we went through. And here's an additional one. Now this one's cool because it has a bunch of trees all together. And the little treetops as well. And a lot more sentiment, so it gives you another way to use your trees. And then we've got some camping and nature's beauty. They both carried over from last year. And some more of these carried over, some cute baby cards. And the turtle guy is new. He's cute, so he has a coordinating punch. And these are great for the kids too, so if you're stamping with the kids, the punches are nice and easy to use. You can help them with that. And that's kind of fun. Maybe I need that one. Happy belated birthday. Sorry, I was slow. I always mail everything so late. So that might be a stamp set I need. And then there's some cute stellar birthdays. So you got boys and girls in the space. And this new die set here, I don't know if you've noticed it. they have a little spinny wheel. So you use the brads and you can stamp in the corner. So that's kind of cool. I've seen some new stuff on Pinterest with people using that. And Pirates and Mermaids. So it's nice that they combine little boys and little girls stamp sets. There's also a stencil in the back that does the mermaid pattern. And then there's also paper in the host pack of paper that coordinates with that. You'll see in a little bit. And then this one's another great family. One Happy Family is a great stamp set with lots of fun sentiments for kids. It has pregnancy, birthday, babies, goo goo gaga, hey there, smarty pants again. I like that. A miracle worth waiting for. So lots of great sentiments, and I like the small size. You can fit it on your cards easily. And then some cute baby stamp sets. And this one I think is going to be pretty popular. It's another suite. It's called You're a Peach. And it has little jars that coordinate, and you can decorate them up with the paper. And the new in color Pale Papaya looks really pretty with this, and it's one of the colors that they use. And you'll see the paper coordinating colors underneath. So that's nice to see all the little color swatches. Happy Hippo. Oh, Hippo Happiness Tongue Twister. That one, I love the labels on this one. I use it a lot. I have not messed with the stamp sets as much, so that's kind of on my to-dos. I want to play with those guys. And then you've got some new Biggest Wishes, so lots of big things in there. Some of these all carried over. The new Peekaboo Farm, that circle I showed you, looks really cute. And the puffins, I think everybody's seen those on Pinterest. Everybody's been going wild with these guys. That's a lot of fun. Now another suite in our catalog is the Simply Elegant. Now this is gorgeous, and they do all golds and silver, copper, some embossing, and I have some samples to show you on this. So again, the suite comes with the bundle. So you get your 10% bundle, which is the stamps and the punch. And then it also comes with the paper and the twine. So like there's gold and silver twine that comes with it as well. And I will say, I like it. It's super elegant, but you can also make it in any color, and it's really pretty. So you could do Bermuda Bay, Melon Mambo, so you can make it anything you want. It doesn't have to be elegant if you're looking for a different style. So let's take a quick look at this one since I have some products to share. So let's take a look at the cards first. So here's one I made with the Flourish embossing folder. So if you have that one, I'm not sure you can see it. Yeah, there a little bit. And then I have a little bit of champagne foil from the mini catalog. Just did some basic gray. And these, let's see, the bottom one I think is the Hippo, and then this is the Tasteful Label dies. This one I went ahead and did some gold embossing. So happy anniversary. Gives you a really pretty look. This one I actually used this new paper that's in the specialty section, and we'll take another look at it. But it's smooth. It has like grain. It looks like it has a grain in it, but it's a smooth glimmer paper. And it doesn't come off on your fingers or anything, and it's gorgeous. And I embossed into it for that one with the flourishes again to give another look. And then I embossed another piece with the brick wall. See if you can see that. Yeah. And then I just did the flower again in gold. You can really do that in any color you want. Let's see, I have the paper somewhere. Oh, here we go. So again, the catalog is small, the picture, so it's nice to see these up close. So this one has some gold dots on it, and it's very vanilla. So some of them are very vanilla and some are white, I believe. Yeah, so that one looks like it's white. Basic gray and gold. This one has some copper, silver, and gold. This one's gold and white. And then that one has the copper flowers. And then when you flip it over on the specialty papers, it's black and white. You've got the grays. Some pretty patterns in there. That one has foil on this side. Yeah, I just showed you the other side. So it looks like each one has a foil side and then a regular side. And you can color these too. So you can take your blending brush and just go over the top and change it to whatever color you want, which is a lot of fun. Same thing with like the foils. So if you wanted to color this with your blends or go over it, you could probably do emboss resist over that. So that's the paper. And you'll see the punch is a lot of fun. You can make it exactly the size, or you can take your strip of paper, slide it in, and punch either side, and then do it really long and flip it over. So you can make your label as long as you want on that. And they have a sample in the catalog where they did that. And then here's your stamps. So great font, lots of great sentiments. Always looking for an anniversary one. We don't have a ton of stamp sets with anniversary, so this one does check the box for that. And then some love stories, last forever. So a lot of these are fun. And you'll see on here, on the bottom of this card, I used that little border to go around on that card base. I'm gonna run out of room soon. Putting all my stuff over here. Maybe I'll put these back on this side. All right, so over here you can see they kind of give you a sample of how to run it through long ways. Some carryovers, some new ornate dies. They got rid of a lot of our sentiment dies or stamp sets, so they have some new ones thought through it together. Can't talk today. There's some great sentiments in here as well. So you'll see like the itty bitty greetings went away, but they have a lot of different themed ones for this. And these guys are carryovers. These are some new, shaded in summer. We have lots of flowers in this catalog, but you also find other things, which is nice. So you've got the Forever Grapevine. These guys carried over. And Flowers of Friendship, one of my favorites. So you have stamps and a punch on this one. You can layer them up lots of different ways. You can just color them with your, looks like here they probably did Stampin' Write to color and stamp. And then you can also stamp them and color them with your blends. So I have some samples to share on this one. Let's see. So here's your punch and your stamps. So you can punch out your flowers solid, or you can stamp the image and punch them out. So the punch works with these guys. You can also punch out pieces of these to layer over this, and I have some card samples to show you with that. So these are actually a look at the in colors as well, so it's kind of dual purpose. So I did one of these with each of the in colors, and it uses our shimmer vellum, which comes in all the colors, and it has a little bit of each ribbon of our in colors as well. So this one I stamped in the evergreen and I colored with soft succulent on that card. This one I colored with pale papaya and have the same shimmer flower. And you can see I just punched them out. I didn't stamp or do anything to them. This one I did 2 layers, one big, one small. This one I did 2 big, 1 small, so you can see it gives you a little bit fuller flower. Now the purple one, I did that where I took these 2 flowers and I trimmed off the petals and I layered them up in 3, and you can use them to cover that up. And then also some loose flourishes we have in the in colors I used on that flower. And then this one's soft succulent. This one I colored with the blends again. And then this one as well. And this one I used our new in color gems, and they are super shiny and pretty. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but they're really metallic looking. So there's a look at your in colors, as well as the Flowers of Friendship. So we use that same base, and then this is the contour die cut that I've been using on everything, and then the in color DSP pack. I do have some other samples. So let's see. You can also, oh wait, no, that's the other stamp set. Hang on, that's color and contour. Let me make sure. Okay, I think that's it for this one. This is the other card set. So, all right, so that's it for that bundle. Some more carryover. And then again, check your catalog for lots of great ideas. Here, Step It Up. You know, each one goes a little bit further depending on how ornate of a card you want. These are cute. I've seen a lot of different coordinating cards using the Sweet for Bloom Where You're Planted. And again, some of the dies I think cut out the paper as well. This one's fun, the Count on Me. So I just got this stamp set and haven't used it. I just made one card the other night for our card class, but I'll show you that one. And I used the border dies and some blend brushes to color the clouds. And I just used that little penguin guy. And in case you're wondering, like I was, this is a kiwi from New Zealand. I wasn't sure what that little guy was, but he's really cute. And they've got some whimsical animals. So I love the sentiments in here and the cute animal. So more to come on those. I need to play with those a little bit more. Oh, I did have one more card. Here you go. See? That stamp set, I colored this with the blends, that previous one, Flowers of Friendship. Give it some glitter with the Wink Estella, and then I used the border dies on our Brights designer paper with Poppy Parade and Mango Melody, I believe. And then this sentiment is actually from that mini messages or meets or whatever it's called, where it just die cuts out a whole bunch. So another idea for that. Bunch of carryover, guys. This one's cute. I do have this, haven't played with it yet. There's some new travel, so these are kind of fun. And these are good for vacation or if you have a graduate, this is the beginning of anything you want. So that could be retirement, it could be graduation. This one's fun. Will I fit in your luggage? Some badgers. So there's a lot of whimsical little animals in this catalog, which is fun. Some more carryover, guys. Got a peek at a new Christmas suite, and there'll be more to come in our Christmas catalog, but they always give us a little bit in the new one. So this one's really pretty. It reminds me of Germany with the way those stars are. And I haven't ordered Christmas because I got a little bit of time. Some new background stamp and then some carryover Christmas. There's also a border punch. There it is. There's some Christmas trees. So this one's actually new. Different Christmas tree going on. And you have your bundle with your little trees. These are the carryover, guys. A little sack of flowers, which is cute. Some of these carried over. And again, if you keep peeking, you'll see those ombre bags. They decorate them in all different ways. So you can emboss them, you can stamp on them. Another suite, Expressions in Ink. This one is a similar pattern to our new paper pumpkin that's coming out for, what month are we? May. So it'll be the June paper pumpkin. So lots of fun. And again, it's a suite, so there's some pretty ornate dies and some laser cut items that coordinate with that. And if you're wanting to know the colors, they kind of lay them out right there, kind of sneak them in on you. And another color and contour. So, you know, I've done the to-go class this month is for that. So that goes out in the mail this week. And we are using these dies. And like I said, I use these all the time, the background dies. And the flowers are fun. So I have a bunch of samples to show you on that. My bookmark. So it doesn't have coordinating paper. You saw some of the dies being used on all those Pansy cards. I did it on patterned paper, solid paper. But here's some more. So you can stamp, and it has like a watercolor wash look that you stamp over it that doesn't line up exactly. It's just kind of an artsy look. And again, you'll see the different layers. And on this one, I've used some of those in color gems and the genial gems. These are hard to see. They're really glittery too. So here I use the border die that's in this suite. Gives you another look. Oop, that one's upside down. Here for you now and in Better Days Ahead. Again, you've got some dots. I like the whimsical dots. You're Absolutely Amazing. And I just cut a rectangle to go into that one. And again, you can decorate that. And then some of these are our to-go class that we're doing this month. So these next couple, like these next 4 are the ones we're doing. And again, I put some of the gems in the center of that. You can decorate them up. Here's a little gatefold. You can use it as an insert. So it's just the right size to even go on the inside of your card, which is gorgeous. And then this one's kind of fun. We use that ombre glitter paper that we'll see a little bit later in the catalog. And again, that border die. And you can decorate your envelopes. So that is this one. Let's see. So here are the dies. And they layer up. So you can see. Well, that one's a little bit better. And this is kind of the ordering of the dies. So here they are inside. So you can see that's all of these guys. And then there's a die to cut out the flower. And then this other die does that long flower. And then there's this border right here, this scallop border. And then this one is actually the largest one in Stitch So Sweetly. So if you have that one, you can see that this die set is much bigger. So it gives you two larger sentiments sizes for your card bases, and they layer in there nice so you can use them together. And then here's a closer look at your stamp set. So you have your decorative to stamp in there, and then some really nice fonts again for that one. All right, moving along. A couple more new, some carryover. These, they had some image issues with the stamps, so they have actually, I think, turned this one off. So you won't be able to order it, but I don't know if they're going to get to turn it back on or not. But right now, I don't believe you can order that one. Some watercolor, some stars, and another sweet. So hand penned, you've probably seen quite a bit on Pinterest. This one's been really popular. It was in our pre-order, so you'll see lots of samples out there. The die cuts are beautiful, and it also has a coordinating Memories and More kit with this. I don't have the stamp set, but I have the Memories and More that I will share with you in a bit. And then you've got your butterflies that carried over from our mid-release. So it wasn't in the last catalog, they just released it midterm. And then a new daisy stamp. For all the daisy fans, cute background. And then the little birdhouses, those are cute. They give you some great ideas. Some carryover, the hydrangeas. This also has been quite popular, the Quiet Meadow. Really pretty. If you look, there's a lot of flowers in the die cut. So there's a couple of stamped images, but the die cuts are really pretty. It's almost like Forever Fern with lots of twigs and flowers and things that you can color up. And then the Tasteful Touches. Those dies I use quite a bit as well. Some more sweets. We have Sweet Symmetry. Yeah, like I said, it's not my day to talk. All right, so here's some of those. Some more flowers. These are carryover, guys. Some more flowers. This one's kind of fun. It's all squared up, so you've got some fun square stamps as well as some dies. We'll cut out fun squares with little images. So that one's kind of a different look. And then we've got the spiral tie-dye as our new background stamp for this catalog. Some more carryover, guys. And then we're into our color. So our new in colors, they've changed up the catalog a little bit, the way they've organized it. In case you're looking for things, let me point out a few things. So they try to give you the colors across the top, and then they keep the similar color so you don't misread and pick the wrong item number. So they're trying to keep you lined up. And then they're giving you cardstock, ink, refills, and blends. So the blends are on this page. They're not buried on their own page. And then you've got your Stampin' storage and your card displays. So you can store your blends markers, your ink pads, and your Stampin' Right markers. You can store ribbon, ink, all kinds of things in there. And now this is a new page. So page 126 is a new page. They show you your all-inclusive markers. So that has every color. New pastels we have, and then the watercolor pencils. But the thing to be aware of is this little bundle up here. So if you want to order by family color, so say you don't want a whole pack of 24 of the same color, you can order a family of brights, and you can order the 8.5 by 11 or 12 by 12 cardstock, and it gives you 2 of each color. So if you're making them all more on a smaller scale, that's a good way to go. And you also save on the bundles. So you have some bundles of the ink pads and the ink refills. So I think it's a little bit cheaper if you buy the whole family color at a time versus one at a time. Now we still have some Memories and More. We're only down to the 6 by 8. We don't really have the 12 by 12 anymore, but these Memories and More card packs are awesome. This one, I think it has some more dates and stuff in the what a year. And then the hand penned, I have that one to share with you. So I love Memories and More for scrapbooking. You can use the little cards to put notes in the kids' lunches. You can make some fast cards on the fly. So here's one. So they have card bases in there. So if you look, let's see, we'll go back to here. So they sell a pack of cards and envelopes, 20 of each. And this is what the envelope looks like. So you get some funky colors. And then here's your card base. And then I use some in color ribbon punched out, that elegant punch with some in color paper, and then this is from the kit. So your Memories of More kit comes with little cards. You've got pretty colors in here. A lot of our in color. You got the pale papaya, soft succulent. So you'll see there's lots of cards. They're two-sided, so you'll have sentiments on there. You can color the black and white ones. You have 4 pages of stickers with sentiments and things on there as well. And they're a little bit larger than our normal cards. So you'll see these card bases, if you compare them to a standard card, are a little bit bigger. So quick and easy, they're fun. The kids can even do these. They travel well, so you can just take them on vacation with you and still be able to stamp. And then there's some solid card bases as well, and envelopes that mix and match if you don't want to go with those guys. Some new tools to point out. We have some new stencils with the little mermaid, so you can embossing paste it, or you could just use your blends markers. What else is new? I think that's it. Oh, they've changed up their embossing powder, so they're in like a little bundle, so you get 3 colors in your pack. So it's $18 and you get 3 embossing powders in there. Designer paper, I think we looked at most of that, at least the ones I have. But again, they'll tell you the colors. Stampin' Up matches everything for you. The only paper that carried over was the In Good Taste, so if you were a fan of all those wood grain and tile, then you're good to go. It's still current. Now we did use the In Colors. You saw when I showed you my In Color cards, we did use the pack of that, but they sell this by family color, so you get the same 6x6 paper and all those different patterns. Now we have some specialty paper, and I want to share those with you. So we have some new specialty vellum. We have ombre paper, and then this little corner over here is called, no, that's pearlescent. Those are foil sheets. Where is it? Number 7. It's gold and rose 6x6. And that's that one card I showed you where I had embossed it. So I'm going to show you some of these papers a little closer. Let's see. All right, so here's our glimmer paper. So again, what do they call it? It's called Ombre Specialty Paper, but it's really like our rainbow glimmer paper. So, you know, it's got the glitter to it. It's a pretty good thickness, but it die cuts easy, and it doesn't come off in your hands. So you get all those pretty colors. I think the catalog says, let's see, Night of Navy, Poppy Parade, Gorgeous Grape, and Mango Melody. But it's almost like all of our colors kind of blended together. So, I mean, the top might be mango, but then as you go down, it's more like daffodil. Same thing with the purple. So the darkest might be Gorgeous Grape. But then if I put my Fresh Freesia, my new In Color, it coordinates really pretty on there as well. So lots of different looks to that. And like I said, we did this one card right here using a piece of the glimmer paper. So lots of fun with that. Then we have our shimmer paper. So this is shimmer vellum, so it's glittery on one side. Again, nothing comes off in your hands, and it's dull on the other side. And this pack is in all your In Colors. So I was playing with it, little corners are missing. So these are 12 by 12. You have your Fresh Freesia, Pale Papaya, Polished Pink, Evening Evergreen, and Soft Succulent. Gonna quiz me on my new colors. And then that foil, where are you? So this is the rose gold and the regular gold. And again, it's similar paper, so it's a little glossy on the back, but it's very smooth to the touch. It does have a grain look to it, and it's very shiny and beautiful. And you can emboss with it like I did on that one card. So that's some of our specialty paper. We also have this new linen paper I kind of wanted to point out. It's 12 by 12. I have a sample of it somewhere. And let's see. Oh, somebody must be here or in the cul-de-sac. I hear the dog barking. So the linen paper has a linen feel to it, and it's adhesive. So I die cut the forever out of it, but it's sticky on the back. So you can peel the backing off of this. You can color it with your blends, so you can take your blends and shade it any different color you want. You can do your leaves on it. Really pretty, something different we haven't had before, so that's kind of fun. And then packaging basics. So we have some new packaging. We have the Ombre bags, these new scalloped boxes, little gold ones, and then these are the ones you saw on the peach page, the little jelly jars. So lots of fun products there. I do have the scalloped box to show you. So I made a little belly band for it, but it's quite a large box. So you can fit like a spool of ribbon in there. It even holds my glue holders. So my glue holders fit in there pretty nice, and those are pretty wide. So you can fit a lot of good stuff in there. They're pretty. They're kind of craft color with some gold dots. So that's what those guys look like. And our Ombre gift bags, I've been pointing those out throughout the catalog. So here's one my upline sent me with a little present in there. So she put a little notepad and a pen. You can decorate the front with a tag like she did. They're in all the different family of in colors. And they also fit a card, which is kind of fun. So if we so you could use them as an envelope even. So you could decorate, you could stamp on it, and then you can put your card inside. So the cards do fit in there pretty nicely. And there you go. So you can use that as your envelope. And the other thing to point out with that shimmer vellum that we did the flowers on, you can even emboss in this too. So you can emboss any of our papers, and it gives a really neat look to it. Lots of gorgeous ribbon. We kind of seen most of it already on our cards. This is the pale papaya. Where is it? This guy right here. It's 1/2 inch and it's super soft, so you can tie bows pretty easily with that one. I wasn't sure when I first looked at the catalog, but definitely easy to tie with. Same thing with our in color ribbons. So there's one for every color. They're shiny and sheer. This one's polished pink. Very pretty. And let me just bring my little basket. So I have some soft succulent as well. And then we have some embellishments here. So these are the little Bumble Bee Trinkets. You get those in a little container. So those are cute. There are, how many in there? There's 20 of those, and then there's 60 of these little loose flowers. So if you recall, I used one of these in the center of that punched flower, and these are all in colors. So you can use those. They aren't sticky, so you just use a glue dot to adhere them. And then we have some new embellishments. So we have the Genial Gems, which is up here as number 1. These are really pretty. And they're mint macaron and pale papaya. And again, you can color any of your gems to be what color you want on your blends. These are the in color shiny gems. Then we have some epoxy essentials, and these have some raindrops, some dots, and some diamonds. And then the in colors for last year have squares, and these are a lot of fun. They're kind of raised, a little bit different look than normal. So I like having that square option. Alrighty. Getting near the back of the catalog. So you'll see your bundles in the back. So these are your punch bundles where you can see them, and it tells you they're coordinating. Stamp set and your 10% savings. Got your tools, your cutting machines. You've got some new embossing folders that weren't in the inside of the catalog, that didn't have a specific coordinated item. So there's some dots, some hearts, some thank yous, some pretty flowers. And then you've got your die bundles in the back. So again, these are all the dies that have matching stamp sets that you save 10%. Now the section back here that are dies are just normal dies that may have a coordinating stamp set, and if they do, they will let you know. It's just that they don't have the 10% savings in this catalog. There's a couple that are standalone, like I said, the basic borders, which I need to show you those. Let me see where they are. So yeah, so there's basic borders, kind of a standalone, the iconic. Used on page 18, so you can see them as a sample on page 18, but they're kind of standalone. There's those flower market is kind of a standalone, and then there's a stitch greenery background, it's kind of standalone, and then picture this, the one with the circles I was pointing out earlier. And there's some great tailor tags, and then your warm wraps, which I believe this was in one of the earlier catalogs, so I don't think that one's new. No, it doesn't have an N. But it did carry over, so you can still do those for your craft fairs and things with your little coffee dies. So let's take a quick look at the border dies. And then there's a couple more things I want to share, and then we'll be done looking through the catalog. So these are the border dies, and lots of fun ways to use them. Right now I just have a couple of samples, so I just die cut each kind. So this one kind of gives you a half circle. You've got the zigzag, and you can layer them together. This one's like an ornate, so you can even space them out like that, kind of give them or you can do a bunch of different colored ones together and layer them up. This is the cloud one we used on the penguin card, and again they're all stitched on the edging. I don't know if you can tell that in the screen, but they all have the little dots around the edges, which gives it an extra pretty look. So again, you'll see that I used it twice, one on this side and one on that. And then this one uses that cloud die, but lots of different options. So for instance, you could see how that looks. Like if you wanted to do patterned paper all across here, you can do that. Kind of gives you a fun look. You can use it to cut off the edge of your paper and expose the card base below. Kind of seen that one. Here's this other one on a card base. So you can do that. And then the half circle. So lots of great options. Gives your card a fun look. Alrighty, and then the last section is the host and join. So anytime your order is $150 or more, you will receive Stampin' Rewards. So you receive 10% discount, like you get free bucks to spend. So you also qualify to purchase anything on the host pages with those Stampin' Rewards. So for instance, if you had spent $150, you get 10%, so you'd have $15 you could spend on this page. And what it is host stamp sets that are discounted as a thank you for hosting or for, you know, ordering a large order. And the patterned paper on this is amazing. I have this to share with you. I'm gonna show you in a second, but it's 48 sheets, 4 of each 12 double-sided patterns, and they're 12 by 12. So we'll take a look at that in a minute. And the natural textures, I just ordered that as well. So we'll be playing with some samples soon for that. Now, if you're super excited and your wish list is crazy long and you're putting in a big order, you may want to consider bumping it up. So if your order is $250, you receive extra Stampin' Rewards of $25. So in essence, if you spend $25, you get $50 of free Stampin' Rewards. And then if your order goes to $450, you get a 50% off item. But the special right now, and it's through June 14th, is if you place a $250 order, or if you want to do an online party, I'd be happy to do one for you. We can put together a Facebook party, and you can invite your friends. You could do a catalog party, however you want to do it. We can get a host code set up for you, and you could earn your $250 and then $50 of free goodies of anything you want from the catalog. Now, if your order is really big and you're considering joining, we also have a join special. So right now through the end of May, which is already next week, I don't know where my month has gone, you can pay the usual $99, which is always an amazing deal. And then this month, by the end of May, you also receive additional Stampin' money to buy. So you'll have $155 of product. Normally you pick $125, this time you get $155. Plus you get free paper pumpkin, free shipping, all kinds of goodies. So let me know if you're interested in that as well. I can give you more information, send it out to you. But let's take a couple of quick minutes to look at those 2 last items that are Hostess Specials. So if you've been cruising Pinterest and you've seen all these cute penguin cards and all these other ones, and you're trying to figure out which paper it is in the catalog, it's this pack of paper. There are so many patterns in here, and you get 4 of each. So let's see. We have the dots, these big florals, and it has tons of different colors. So the colors are not like usually our colors all coordinated. It's like one kind of family color. These are just wild and crazy. You get a great variety of colors and shapes and patterns. Here's that mermaid pattern you've probably seen with that Little Mermaid stamp set. I've seen this cheetah with a hat pattern on some people. This one's been super popular with the penguins. I know some of these rainbow ones I've seen with him. Or the puffins, sorry, not penguins. And then some more florals, and then the rainbow, I've seen that with the guy as well. So it's all bright on one side, and then when you flip it over, we have all these great black and white patterns. And these are great because the black and white you can color. Like I said, you could take your blends. So, well, that's shimmer paint. So you could take your, you know, this one's my green. I can ink that up and I can just go over it and I could shadow it. You can make a green, blue, yellow, give it a sunset look. Lots of varieties with that. So give it a quick look. Sorry, I'm going so fast. It's probably blurry. Some stripes, twiggies, some dots. Obviously, I've been using some, so it's a little shorter than 12 by 12. Some more dots. And again, the flowers, you can color those with sponge daubers. You can dab the centers. You can color them with your alcohol markers. Same thing with the dots. Any of these you can color with your markers or blends. Lots of different techniques you can use on them. So amazing deal as part of your Hostess rewards. So that I wanted to share with you. Let's see. Let me take one quick look around and see if I forgot anything I wanted to share. Oh, I did have my in colors. Let's take a quick look at this. So I put this little book together of our new in colors. So every year Stampin' Up! Issues a new group of in colors based on trends. And they stay around for 2 years and they retire, and they, you know, each year there's new colors that roll on. So this gives us a great look at some of the color and contour dyes. And then actually on this one you can, I don't know if you can tell, I stamped the Stays on Black on the shimmer vellum to get the flowers on that. And then again, those fun in color dyes. So this is Fresh Freesia. Got that flower on there. And this is that one stamp set we talked about with the punch. So we're using a lot of the elements of that stamp set. Some flowers. We've got Polished Pink, Pale Papaya, Evening Evergreen, and then the Soft Succulent. And on this one, I don't know if you can tell, but I went ahead and stamped on the designer paper and then fussy cut it out. So this one is stamped on the vellum again with the Stays on. It's a little glittery. These are combination of the vellum and just the stamps on the regular Pale Papaya. Used up some of that little ribbon. You know, it gives you a chance to see all the pieces of the in colors in action. So anyway, I don't know if you guys have a favorite in color. I think mine is either Polished Pink or Fresh Freesia. It keeps going in between the two. But anyway, that is everything there. If you are interested in any products and you'd like to place an order, my host code is at the top. I'm also running a special, so anybody who places an order using that code this month will receive free tags. So these are not an item you can order. They're only demonstrator items. And they are tags to decorate your catalog. So, I don't know where I put my catalog. It disappeared. Oh, it's way over there. Let me grab it real quick. So, as you can see, this year I didn't make my other tags, so I used these little ones that come with that. And then I added some extras because I like to tab so many different things that I'm hopping around in. But if you place an order using my host code this month, I will go ahead and send these to you for free in your little thank you card that I always send out to everybody. And other than that, if anybody has any other questions, please let me know and I will try to get back to you. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you found this helpful and everyone enjoys all the products. Have a great weekend.